The following is an audio demo narrated by Karl Walinskas, recorded November 29th, 2017. The Greatest Generation by Tom Brokaw. The time of their lives. This generation of Americans has a rendezvous with destiny. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The year of my birth, 1940, was the fulcrum of America in the 20th century, when the nation was balanced precariously between the darkness of the Great Depression on one side and the storms of war in Europe and the Pacific on the other. It was a critical time in the shaping of this nation and the world, equal to the Revolution of 1776 and the perils of the Civil War. Once again, the American people understood the magnitude of the challenge, the importance of an unparalleled national commitment, and most of all, the certainty that only one resolution was acceptable. The nation turned to its young to carry the heaviest burden, to fight in enemy territory and to keep the home front secure and productive. These young men and women were eager for the assignment. They understood what was required of them, and they willingly volunteered for their duty. Many of them had been born just 20 years earlier than I, in a time of national promise, optimism, and prosperity, when all things seemed possible as the United States was swiftly taking its place as the most powerful nation in the world. World War I was over. America's industrial might was coming of age with the rise of the auto industry and the nascent communications industry. Wall Street was booming, and the popular culture was rich with the likes of Babe Ruth, Eugene O'Neill, D.W. Griffith, and a new author, F. Scott Fitzgerald. What those unsuspecting infants could not have realized, of course, was that these were temporary conditions, a false spring to a life that would be buffeted by winds of change, dangerous and unpredictable, so fierce that they threatened not just America, but the very future of the planet. Nonetheless, 1920 was an auspicious year for a young person to enter the world as an American citizen. The U.S. population had topped 106 million people, and the landscape was changing rapidly from agrarian to urban, even though 1 in 3 Americans still lived on a farm. Women were gaining the right to vote with the ratification of the 19th Amendment, and KDKA in Pittsburgh was broadcasting the first radio signals across the middle of America. Prohibition was beginning, but so was the roaring lifestyle that came with the flouting of Prohibition and the culture that produced it. In far-off Russia, the Bolshevik Revolution was a bloody affair, but its American admirers were unable to stir comparable passions here. Karl Walinskas can be reached by telephone at 410-303-8104 or via email at kwalinskas@gmail.com.